What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Expanded Thursday, and today we're looking at a Raikou Eels deck. This has been suggested a lot, and today I finally covered. I know a lot of people have been saying, asking for Raikou, please show Raikou, please show Raikou. And today, we are going to show it off. We're going to show how great of a deck this is, and I think it is a really, really strong deck, especially when Expanded with Electric, because you have the Dynamo ability. So let's go over it, and just to let you know, I know Fates Collide is out, but we're going to wait a second to play Expanded Fates Collide stuff, because Regionals is coming up in like 2-3 weeks, and Fates Collide is still not legal for that. The standard tournaments don't really matter because the next standard tournament's not till Nationals, so we can start Fates Collide next week on standard, but Expanded, we're going to stick with not Fates Collide until after Regionals, so hopefully that doesn't make too many people upset, but yeah, we're going to cover some more decks and help out people for Regionals, so yeah, look for those videos. For sure. I don't know why I just said that, all that stuff, but we're okay. But let's go over the deck and let's see what's it about. So your main attacker is going to be this Raikou. It has 120 HP, and it has the ability Shiny Body. If this Pokemon has any, I don't know why I said as long, if this Pokemon has any lightning energy attached to it, any damage done to this Pokemon by attacks is reduced by 20, which is great. So it's kind of like an Eviolite. Every time when you Raikou, they just hit it minus 20 and hit it minus 20, unless they play a Hex Maniac or you don't have a lightning energy. Now its attack is going to be Thunder Lance. This attack does 20 more damage for each lightning energy attached to this Pokemon. So with 3 lightning, you do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, that doesn't seem very strong, but you can easily load up a Raikou and start taking some big knockouts with this guy. And I really, man, it's such a cool attacker. 120 HP. Doesn't sound like a lot, but I'll show you why it's such a great ability, and why the 120 HP is actually a lot in this deck. One Shaymin to help set up draw. You have 6 cards in your hand. A 4/4 Eel line. We're playing this Tynamo for the Thunder Wave. You could go for Paralyzation if you want to. And here is the main, I guess, the main helper. Electric Dynamo. Once during the turn before you attack, you may attach a Lightning Energy from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. It's kind of like Bronzong we have now in Standard, but Electric is for Lightning. Obviously, we're going to put the Lightning Energies onto Raikou. And we played this one Eelektross, and the main thing we're going for is this Slurp Shakedown. Switch to defending Pokemon with one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. This attack does 60 damage to the new defending Pokemon. So, the reason why this card is so good is almost every deck plays Shaymin, right? So what you can do for your last 2 prize cards is you can drop an Eelektross, Slurp Shakedown, bring up a Shaymin, and take a knockout on it, because when it comes into the active spot, you can hit it for weakness for 120 damage, which can knock out a Shaymin. And I really do like this card. It's kind of spooky. It's kind of like a last Lysandre. You know how always you're like, man, if I had a V-Stick or Lysandre, I could win. But now you're like, alright, if I have an Eelektross and 4 energies, we can win. Now, you might be saying 4 energies, that's a lot. But for the most part, you're going to have down 3 Eels, like 3 Electrics. So if you triple Dynamo to 1 Electrics, evolve Lightning Energy, you can easily win the game the last turn. And I love this Slurp Shakedown. It's so spooky, and I'm definitely included in this deck. 1 Keldeo with the Russian ability, switch to go from your bench to your active. You can put a Float Stone on it to give it free retreat. And this is how you're going to power up your Raikous, which is very, very nice. 2 Battle Compressor, discard 3 cards from your deck. Could be a Lightning, could be supporter cards, whatever you need. 1 Computer Search, discard 2 cards from your hand. Search for a card in your deck for consistency, just to help you out. 2 Level Ball, search for your deck for a Pokemon with 90 HP or less. Both Tynamo and Eel have 90 HP or less, which is really nice. 1 Super Rod to shuffle into 3 combination of Pokemon and basic energies. It's up to you. Most part, you're doing it for a Pokemon, but sometimes you do need 1 Lightning back in your deck. 4 Ultra Ball to get out your Pokemon. 4 VS Seeker to reuse supporter cards. 1 AZ, put 1 Pokemon in your hand, discard all cards attached to it. 1 Colress, man, I wish Colress was back in Standard. They brought back in, just bring back Colress. Shuffle your hand into deck, then draw a number of cards equal to the number of bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. Like, if your opponent has 4 Pokemon on their bench, I have 5. I can get 9 cards with Colress, which is really nice. 1 Hex Maniac, 1 Lysandre, 2 in. Each player shuffle their hand into deck, then draw a card for each prize card remaining. 4 Juniper, 1 Xerosic, and 4 Rough Seas. So now we can easily heal our Raikou. And like I said, we have Keldeo with the stand-in. So sometimes what you can do is you can stand in, retreat to a new Raikou, start healing that damaged one, and send in multiple Raikus and start taking hits. And so now you have this shiny body, which is minus 20, and then you have this rough seas, which is minus 30. So now you're healing kind of like 50 in between turns, which is really nice. And you also have Fighting Fury Belt. The base Pokemon this card is attached to gets 40 more HP, and its attacks do 10 more damage to your opponent's Pokemon, to your opponent's active Pokemon, which is really nice. Like now our Raikou has 160 HP. This man is becoming a tank all of a sudden with shiny body and rough seas. It's going to be really hard to one-shot this guy, and that's why I do like Raikou a lot. 2 Float Stone to give your Pokemon free treat, and 11 Lightning Energy. The deck is pretty simple. You just load up Raikous, start taking knockouts, and the reason why it's so good is because you're going to take knockouts on EX Pokemon while they're two-shotting your Raikou, and you're also two-shotting them. Sometimes you're even one-shotting them, which is pretty nice. But hopefully you enjoyed this deck. I did have a lot of fun filming this, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and let's see the deck in action. Alright, putting against King Size team, playing a Steel, Psychic, and a Colorless deck. We'll call heads like always, and let's see. Okay, we lost the coin flip, so we will be going second, which is kind of bad because, you know, obviously you want to go first. You want to start evolving your Tynamos ASAP, but you need a turn to do that. So let's see what happens. Alright, so we get a mulligan. They're going to know we're playing Slurp Shakedown. Oh no, the secret is out. So, I mean, this hand is really bad. I'm glad we actually mulligan. Like, 2 versus Seekers Fighting Fury Belts. Not the best, but hey, you know, we'll see what happens. Alright, so my opponent puts down a Pokemon, and let's see. Okay, we have no basic Pokemon. We'll press done, and let's see. What do we get to this time? Alright, so we get a Raikou, we get an Ultra Ball. I'll press done. Let's see what our opponent is playing. And nope, wait for it. Okay, a Jirachi. Hey, I like that start. That's a good start for us. All right. So a Jirachi start for us. A Psychic Energy to the active. They could use it to retreat the Jirachi turn 1. Sycamore. Oh man, turn 1 Sycamore. Oh, it's a Trevenant deck, and they discarded 2 Trevenants and a Bursting Balloon. Okay, so a Rock Guard coming down. All right. So Rock Guard coming down to the on the Trevenant. All right. To the Phantom. Super Rod, gonna shuffle those Trevenants back to deck. So it is gonna be a Trevenant versus a Eels deck. Who is going to win? I think Trevenant's probably one, if not one of the best decks in Expanded. But we're gonna Ultra Ball, discard a Juniper and a Lightning, and we gotta hope that Keldeo is not prized right now. And it is not prized. Alright, so there we go. Actually, we didn't prize any Tynamos or Electrics. We didn't prize any Raikous. What did we prize? Looks like we prized a Level Ball. 6 Lightning Energies. I think we play like 11. I'm pretty sure we prized 4 energies. We got the Hex Maniac. Oh, Lysandre. Okay, alright, whatever. 1 VS Seeker's prize, whatever. So we're gonna have a Keldeo. I think it's like a couple Lightning and a VS Seeker, Float Stone, and an N. Alright, with this, we need to hit some Tynamos. Okay, ooh, oh my goodness. Alright, this is a really good hand. So put down Tynamo. We'll put down Tynamo. We will Lightning the active, and we're going to end our turn. Now, my opponent is probably going to turn the Trevenant, but we can knock him out. Oh, we only have 1 Lightning in the discard pile, but, and let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can knock out this Trevenant if it does come up in the active spot. Another Phantom coming down. Okay. Float Stone going to the Jirachi. He already has a Psychic Energy. Don't know why they just didn't retreat him. Mewtwo coming down. That could make things fairly interesting. A Dimension Valley coming down as well. Colress for 6. Okay. And let's see what they get. Do they find a Trevenant? I mean, they have the Ascension, but what they could do is send this guy up, Ascension, and mainly evolve this guy. But looks like they are going to send up this guy, Ascension. Going to get this Trevenant. Alright, so they do have the lock online. We can't play it in my hand of cards, so this is Trevenant, but we can just knock it out. The only thing that's kind of scary is that Rock Guard. So we get an Electric, we get another Raikou, and we will Juniper, and all we need is a Lightning Energy. Can we find one or not? And they're okay, good. We got plenty. Alright, so put down the Rough Seas. We will put a Lightning on the active. We will rush in, use the Dynamotor, and we got rid of that Dimension Valley as well. And since my opponent put down the first Dimension Valley, we'll actually end up winning the war. So we'll put on that guy. Alright. And we will retreat to the Raikou. And we will use Thunder Lance. Alrighties. But we do get hit for 60 with that Rock Guard. Alright, but we'll take a price card going down to 5. There's another Lightning Energy, and will we see Mewtwo or Phantom? Okay, Jirachi comes up, of course, because it has a Float Stone. On to our opponent's turn. Let's see what happens. Do they find another Trevenant? I mean, they can just Ascension if they want to, but if they just Ascension, it'll get knocked out. Another Dimension Valve comes down, but we have the other Rough Seas in our hand, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, there's an Ultra Ball discarding a Wally and a Level Ball. Okay, let's see what my opponent decides to get out. A Shaymin. Ooh, that's good for us. Alright, so we're going to see maybe a Shaymin. What they could do, okay, Mystery Energy to that guy. We'll see 20, 40, 60, 80, minus 20, which is a knockout. So Shaymin drawn up to 6, okay. A Phantom coming down, okay, alright. And we're going to see a Burst Balloon attached to that Mewtwo. So he's going to hit us, okay, so he's going to hit us with the X-Ball. It's going to knock us out, alright. So 60 damage, okay, we're going to send the Keldeo. And can we draw into a, what is it? Okay, a VS Seeker, that's good. That's what we needed right there. Okay, VS Seeker's good. So we're going to Ultra Ball, discard a Hex Maniac and a Lightning Energy. With this, we'll get out a Raikou. Okay, we could get out a Shaymin, but I don't want any Lysandre targets right now. I don't know what, we should have just probably got Shaymin. We already have 2 Raikous out in play. Well, Lightning Energy, no, we should have just grabbed an Electric. That was me being silly. Alright, we'll put a Lightning Energy on this guy. Okay, we will put down the Rough Seas, bump in that Dimension Value. My opponent only has 2 left, and we will VS Seeker for a Juniper. And all we need is an Electric, Level Ball, anything like that would be great. Let's grab the Juniper. Let's discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Can we find Electric? We could have got it last turn, but I am silly. And, okay, we got it, so that's good. Put down Electric, we'll put down Tynamo. But once again, we're in a situation, we're going to hit this Mewtwo, he's going to knock us out, but then we can just knock him out the following turn. But we might run out of attackers, maybe not. We'll play Battle Compressor, we'll discard some cards out of our deck. Let's see. Oh man, what do we discard? Like, Shaymin probably is going to be bad, Eelektross for sure. No, let's keep the Eelektross. We can slurp. We might use it to slurp shakedown. All right, we'll discard. Man, everything's pretty much useful. Yeah, this became a bad option all of a sudden. To play this Battle Compressor. Let's just discard the Shaymin and the Ultra Ball, and let's discard an Electric. The most we can ever have down is 3. We already have 1. Yeah, that'd be fine. Discarding those 3. We will retreat into this guy. How many Lightning Users in discard pile? Is there any? There's 2, alright. So, let's discard 1 with Compressor. If we get down an Eel, we can Compressor 3 away. So, we'll just discard 1 Lightning, and we will Thunderlance. I know we're gonna hit for 60. But, my opponent needs an energy. They could just knock us out, but they're still just knocking out a regular non-EX Pokemon, so I'm not really worried about that. We can take a knockout this turn with this guy, and be A-okay. If they send up a Trevenant, we can knock that out. There's another Dimension Value coming down. Not really worried about that. There's an Echo Arm. I'm going to shuffle back in that Rock Guard, which is, yeah, two bursting and Rock Guard. Be kind of annoying, but I think we'll be okay. An Ultra Ball, discarding a Lysandre and an Ultra Ball, just getting the Wobbuffet. Now, the Wobbuffet's actually going to be a really big pain, because they can send the Wobbuffet right now, taking a knockout, and no, they actually won't take a knockout. Yeah, they need a Muscle Band, so Mr. do that guy. This will not be a knockout. Burst Balloon to the Wobbuffet, okay. We'll see retreat to the Wobbuffet. They'll hit us. Oh no, it'll be a knockout. I'm silly. Alright, so, oh man, okay, alright, fair enough, alright, so we're gonna send the Keldeo. And on to our turn, okay, what do we get? We get a Rough Sea, so put that down. And I think we are just going to Juniper. Yeah, we're just going to Juniper. Alright, so Juniper, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. We can get a Level Ball to get another Eel. And we might just have to, like, manually power up this Raikou, maybe? I don't know. I'll put down the Eel. We will Fighting Fever, the Raikou, Lightning Energy, Super Rod to shuffle back in the Raikou, and I guess a Shaymin. We could use it for later for that 1 bench spot, so that seems okay. Putting those 3 to the deck. We'll Float Stone an Eel, and I guess we will end our turn. We could put down the Fighting Fury Belts, but we might want to save those. We'll just end our turn, whatever. Burst Bloom gets popped off onto our opponent's turn. They need another energy to attack us. They can use, they can use Psychic Soul for 10. There's a Psychic Energy going on Trevenant. Okay, I'm not really worried about that. There's their final Dimension Valley coming down. I think that's their fourth one. Wally into a Trevenant. Okay, so there's Trevenant finally coming down. Okay, and what would you see? A Psychic Assault? I don't know. We draw into a VS Seeker, we'll be okay, because we can just... Oh, but no, we can't. We can't do that. We can't do that. So Psychic Soul for 10. Alright. On to our turn. What do we top deck? Give me a Lysandre. Alright, there's not a Lysandre in the discard pile. I didn't put one in there. Okay, so that's great. I was going to say we could VS Seeker for Hex Maniac, but then we can't because... we can't. Like... Oh, we should have put a Lysandre in the discard pile earlier with that Battle Compressor. Okay. So I guess I'm going to VS Seeker. And I guess I'm just going to get a Juniper. I know we'll kind of, like, be playing like we might lose the game, but I think we'll be okay. We're just fighting for both these guys, whatever. And we'll just Juniper, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Alright, there's a Lightning. Okay, alright, so we'll Lightning this guy. And... we can Computer Search right now. Yes, I'm going to Computer Search, discard these two. Getting a Rough Seas. Yeah, let's grab a Rough Seas. So that's good. We'll grab the Rough Seas, and that way we'll kind of negate this Wobbuffet. They don't have any more Dimension Valleys, so we'll Rough Seas. Heal on that 10. We'll end our turn. The only thing I'm kind of scared of is our opponent plays a Xerosic. That could be kind of a big deal, but we have to win within 5 turns. I think we could do it pretty easily. We have that Slurp Shakedown Eelektross that we can use to win the final game, our final turn with the Shaymin maybe. Super Rod going to show up back in 3 Pokemon and combination of 3 energies. So Phantom, Psychic, and a Trevenant coming down. Okay. And there's a Rock Guard going on to this Trevenant. Okay, a Psychic Energy. Sorry. And we might see a Trevenant break come down. But if this happens, I'm actually okay with this. Because we can knock it out. There's a VS Seeker. Going to grab Colress. Going to get 9 cards from that Colress, okay. They need to draw into a Trevenant break. They can't really attack with this guy. If they miss the break, that would be very funny. But nope, there's the break coming down, okay. So we're going to see Silent Fear. It's going to do 30 everywhere, but we can just heal that with the Rough Seas. So, I mean, will he attack with this guy or not? That's the question. Or will he just go for another Psychic Soul for 10? And if he does, we could maybe top deck a Lightning to knock out the Raikou. And a pass on to our turn, alright. And we get a Shaymin, okay. So we'll end our turn. This is going great. On to our opponent's turn. I don't know how many Lightnings are in our deck. There is 6 in the discard, 2 in play. There's a Delinquent. We have to discard 3 cards. Alright, we discard Colress, Raikou, and Shaymin. Okay, that kind of hurt. That kind of hurt. So now our Rough Seas is gone forever. Alright. Things are about to get interesting. Psychic Energy, that guy. We could see a Silent Fear come out. Looks like we're not going to see a Silent Fear, though. There's a Lysandre. And I think I'm going to take this chance to knock out a Mewtwo. Yes, I'm going to bring up this Mewtwo. I'm going to use some multiple Dynamotors. We'll put one onto this guy. So Dynamotor number 1 onto here. So that's 110. I'm going to VS Seeker for another Lysandre. So that way, since it's the Trevenant, we can Lysandre again. I'm going to Dynamotor, and I'm going to put Lightning Energies onto, to the Eel. And we might go for the Slurp Shakedown for the final price card. So Lightning on that guy, Dynamotor, Lightning onto this guy. Yeah, we're going to go for a Slurp Shakedown. I think it takes 4 energies. So Lightning on there. We will retreat into the Raikou. And we will Thunderlance for the knockout. Alright. Alright, so 120. We'll take 2 prize cards, going down to 3. We get a Level Ball and a Lightning Energy, okay. We're going to see Trevenant come up. We can just knock out... We actually could just knock this guy out, and then maybe get lucky, get the Slurp Shakedown, bring up the Shaymin, and take out a knockout for the game. Alright, so we see Trevenant coming down. We're going to see Silent Fear doing 30 everywhere. That's for sure what's going to happen this turn. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. Yep. We're going to see 30 everywhere from the Silent Fear. I think this is actually the first time we've seen a Silent Fear come down. So 30 everywhere. Alright, 30 onto all those Pokemon. On our turn, what do we top deck? Oh, there he is. There he is. Slurp Shakedown. That's what we're going to use to win the game. So, let's see. How much are we swinging for right now? 120. So we need a Lysandre. Bring up the Jirachi. No, let's bring up the Trevenant. Yeah, we'll bring up the Trevenant. That seems fine. Okay. So we'll bring up the Trevenant. We will lightning this guy. Dynamo again. Onto this guy, okay. So put that here, and we will evolve, and we'll Thunder Lance for the knockout. And the next turn, we can knock out the Shaymin-EX. I think that's what we're going to try to do here. Thunder Lance for the knockout, okay. It's 120. We'll take 2 prize cards, or take 1 prize card, and next turn we can bring up that Shaymin. Oh man, I'm so excited. So here comes Trevenant, as long as he doesn't play an AZ. But if he plays an AZ, I think we can still knock out the Trevenant in the act spot. Ooh. We should have just went for the Jirachi. That would have been the better play. But I really want to knock out the Shaymin for the last 2 prize cards. There's the Silent Fear doing 30 everywhere. But we are going to take this game with the Slurp Shakedown. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy about this. So we're going to rush in. Alright. We are going to retreat into the Eelektross. And we are going to use Slurp Shakedown. And sure, whatever. Alright, we will bring up the Shaymin. We're going to bring it up, hit it for 60, times 2 weakness, 120 damage. Eelektross taking the game with Slurp Shakedown. Oh my goodness. And there's Slurp Shakedown taking the game. I'm so excited. That's actually pretty difficult. That Delinquent play at that one turn. I was like, what? Delinquent as well? Oh man, but there we go. Getting a Mystery Prize. That was a pretty good game. I mean, my opponent didn't really use Silent Fear at all, but the Mewtwo, the Wobbuffet, everything kind of worked together. Let's see what is our Mystery Prize, but don't worry, we'll see one more game with the deck, so 50 tokens. If you give me a second, we'll see one more game with the deck here in a second, and hopefully it's another successful game. Alright, you're putting against Legendary Koalas, I guess that's how you say his name, playing a Fighting and a Colors deck, which might be kind of scary because we are weak to fighting, but we'll see what happens. We'll call heads like always, and we lost the coin flip. Alright, so we will be going second, but maybe that'll be okay. We'll see. We'll see what kind of start my opponent has. And alright, we started Keldeo, Battle Compressor, which Battle Compressor turn 1's pretty good. We can discard some of our supporter cards. And alright, let's see, what do we draw? Okay, there's a Shaymin. Doesn't really tell us that much. Could still be anything. There's a Karina. We're gonna find out what kind of fighting deck he is playing. Could be Garchomp, could be Landorus, Lucario, probably Garchomp. I mean, the Shaymin makes me think it's Garchomp, and that's pretty much a really big deck right now. Yep, it is going to be Garchomp. Alright, so I'm not sure how this match is really going to go. It is going to be interesting for sure, but we see a Gible and a Ultra Ball going to come down. Alrighty, and there's a Gible. There's a fighting energy to it. Okay, alright. At least my opponent needs like a turn or 2 to set up. Okay, so pass onto our turn. We get a Raikou. There we go. And like I said, he is weak to fighting, which is not great. So Lightning Energy, Battle Compressor, and let's see what's in the deck. We could put a Lightning Energy in the deck, so that way we can, you know, maybe Dynamo to the next turn. And I'm gonna see what's all in here. There's a Hex, Colress in. There's Xerosic in the deck as well, which we could discard it right now, so that way we can use VS Seeker with it. I'm gonna discard an N, and then, or do we keep Xerosic or not? That's the question. Because I kind of want to discard a Juniper. Okay, we're just discard a Juniper instead of Lightning. Yeah, we're gonna discard those 3, and we are going to VS Seeker forward in. I know my opponent really didn't play anything, but they could have the turn 2 Garchomp just sitting in their hand. Yeah, I mean they played Karina, so they could play another supporter card pretty easily. Okay, so Tynamo, Raikou, Level Ball, double, Lightning. Okay, so put down the Tynamo, Level Ball for another Tynamo. Gonna get another one out. And we need a top deck, maybe an Ultra Ball. A Sycamore would be nice, or Juniper would be nice. Put down Tynamo, put down Raikou, and we will end our turn. Really no need to put down the Rough Seas right now. My opponent can just counter it with their own Fighting Stadium or something. But there's 2 Gibles coming down. A Carbink, alright, which is part of the new set. Okay, fair enough. Alright, we'll allow it right now. This isn't legal for regionals, but it'll be okay. Fighting Energy, retreat into the Gible. And do they have a rare candy? And never enough. Alright, never enough. Discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw 2 cards. If we could top deck an Ultra Ball or a supporter or something, we might be able to take a knockout. And okay, that's not what we needed. That's not what we needed. So we'll put down an eel. Put a lightning on the Raikou, and we'll pass. Alright, pass on to my opponent's turn. Alright, we had the chance to knock out the Gible, but we whiffed it. But we'll see what happens. Alright, so there's a VS Seeker, and let's see, a Karina. This could get a Rare Candy and a Garchomp. The question is, can they knock out our Keldeo? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We actually can't knock out his Garchomp right now, which is not good. I am kind of scared, but we see a Garchomp, and then most likely a Rare Candy coming into their hand, or a Trainer's Mail. They must already have a Rare Candy in their hand, and that's why they're holding on to, yep, already the Rare Candy in their hand. Okay. And I guess they're going to play Trainer's Mail just to dig on their deck, maybe hit a VS Seeker or something. Maybe their hand is kind of dead. There's a Karina for the next turn. Alrighty, and let's see. There's a Lucario coming down. Strong Energy to the active, and this Bite Off will knock us out. It'll do 180 damage. Alrighty. Now, we have a weird thing. We can set up like a Tynamo or a Raikou. I think I'm going to set up a Raikou. And the reason why, if we top deck like a Juniper or something, we can maybe power this Raikou to knock out this guy. But, we don't. So, we'll put a Lightning Energy on the Raikou. We'll end our turn. My opponent can easily just knock us out. Bite Off will do 100 and a lot of damage. But there's a Karina. This will probably get out a Focus Sash. And things are going downhill fairly quickly for us. This is not good at all. There's a Garchomp. And will we see a Focus Sash or not? That is the question. Rare Candy, okay. So Rare Candy Garchomp. Rare Candy Garchomp. But do they have a Focus Sash? If they don't have a Focus Sash, we can knock it out with the Raikou. But we need a top deck something. Turbo Assault for the knockout. My opponent will go down to 3 prize cards. Now, my opponent's going to use Turbo Assault to attach a Fighting Energy to Garchomp. Next turn, he can knock out a Raikou. We'll set up this Raikou, and let's see what happens. On to our turn. We'll get an Ultra Ball. Okay. So I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard a Lightning and the Rough Seas. And I don't know if Shaybei's in the deck. I hope he is. And Shaybei's in the deck. That's good. So we're going to grab the Shaymin-EX. We are going to put it down, use setup to draw 6 new cards, and hopefully we can get something good. Let's see, what do we get? Alright, so we get into the Raikou. Lightning on the active for the knockout. Put down the Eel, and let's see, my opponent can use Bite Off. It'll do 160, and then minus 20, so 140, which is not a... Oh, man, I meant to put down the active. No! Alright, and we're just going to Colress to get 9. Oh, man, I meant to put down the active to try to save a Raikou. Alright, so that was a little bit of misplay there, but we will Dynamotor, put a Lightning onto this Raikou. Alright, and we'll take a knockout. We'll Level Ball, and I guess we'll grab another Eel. That seems, another Tynamo. Okay, it looks like the other Tynamo is prized. That's good. Oh, we have 2 Tynamos prized, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, let me make sure. I think there's 2 Tynamos prized, because we haven't discarded one. Yep, 2 Tynamos are prized. Fantastic. So we'll just press done. I really don't want to grab the Eel. And we will put down another Raikou, I guess. He's going to knock us out this turn if he has another Fighting Energy. And so we'll Thunderlance for the knockout. Okay, 130. Gonna go down to 5 prize cards. It's not looking the best for us, I'm not gonna lie. There's a Tynamo come into our hand. Here comes a Garchomp. My opponent probably has an energy, but the question is, can they cycle Rare Candies or not? They played 1 VS Seeker, 2 Karinas. There's a random receiver, and they're gonna show off a Skyla. Alrighty, so the Skyla could... I'm not sure what the Skyla can get them. They could get a Professor later to search for that Fighting Energy, so a Skyla will come down, and let's see what my opponent will get. The only thing that's kind of scary, Muscle Band. Okay, so that would knock us out. So Muscle Bands are that guy. Okay, Fighting Energy Lucario. Okay, and Turbo Assault for what is it? 140. Okay. Oh, he actually can just knock us out with the active. 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's a knockout by itself. Okay, so we'll set him an Eel to the active, because if we draw to a Float Stone, we'll be okay. So on our turn, we get a Computer Search, which is great, because now we can grab a Float Stone. So we're going to Computer Search, discard an Ultra Ball and a Rough Seas. And with this, we are going to grab a Float Stone. There we are. Woo, I got scared for a second. Alright, so we'll grab a Float Stone. Float Stone, this guy, we will use Dynamotor number 1 onto this guy. Okay, use Dynamotor again. Wonder if we can knock out his his Lucario the following turn. I mean, that Lucario is probably just going to knock us out, which I'm kind of scared. Do we even knock him out right now? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, man. So we're going to Ultra Ball. Yeah, I'm going to discard an AZ and an Eel. Okay. And we're not going to get anything. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to get anything. We're going to press done. We're going to put down the Rough Seas. And I think I'm going to end my opponent down to 2 while we VS Seeker for 5. I think that would be the best play for right now. So let's grab the end. Put my opponent down to 2 cards. And there's a lightning energy. Okay. Alright, so we'll lightning energy the Raikou. We will free retreat into this guy. And we will Thunder Lance for the knockout. Going down to 4 prize cards. Okay, we can't knock out this Lucario next turn, which is kind of scary. It can knock us out. And, man, yeah, so, yep. 160, the minus 20 is 140, and there's a fighting state coming down. That's still not a knockout. There's a Zygarde coming down, and there's a Corkscrew Smash. It's not going to knock us out. It's only going to do 140 damage, but he will draw up to 7 new cards, or 6 new cards. So on our turn, okay. Can we make this happen? We can Lysandre the Shaymin, take 2 prize cards off of that. The only thing I'm scared of is if he has a Lysandre for a Shaymin, we could just lose the game right now. So I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard the Float Stone and a Lightning Energy. Okay, we're going to grab an Eel. I think there's one more left in the deck. There it is. So grab an Eel. We'll put down the Eel. We are going to Lysandre up a Shaymin-EX. Let's see, because 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... 14, 15, 160. If we had a Keldeo, we could rush in and Dynamo to knock out the Lucario, but we don't have one. So we're going to put a Lightning Energy on this guy. We are going to Dynamo number 1 onto this Raikou. Maybe we can load up enough energies on this Raikou to take a knockout, and hopefully we can top deck another Lysandre. That's going to be our best play, I'm pretty sure. So put another energy on the Raikou. But if they have a Lysandre, we are going to lose this game. I mean, he's going to bring up the Shaymin and take a knockout on it, and we will cry. So put another on that guy, and we're going to Lysandre, bring up the Shaymin. We're going to put down a Rough Seas as well, and we are going to Thunder. Oh, we can heal first. Don't know if that's going to make a difference or not, but we'll heal some, and we'll Thunder Lance for the knockout. Alright, the question is, will my opponent send him to Lucario, and will he have the Lysandre? There's a Juniper and an Eelektross. Okay, here comes Lucario. Will my opponent have a Lysandre or not? That is the question. Oh man, there's a Trainer's Milk. Look at the top 4 cards of their deck. Is there a Lysandre in there or not? Has he played a Lysandre? That's not a Lysandre, okay. So fighting state coming down. Don't care about that. Power Memory going to the Zygarde to make it do 200 damage if it wants to use that attack. And there's a VS Seeker, but there's no Lysandre in the discard pile. We will see Karina, and as long as he does not get a Focus Sash, we can win this game. There's a Garchomp. Oh, he could retreat to a Garchomp. That would make things interesting, because then we have to top deck a VS Seeker. We have played 2 already. Oh man. Let's see what's going to happen. There's a Professor Letter, okay. Okay, so he's going to bring, okay, so Professor Letter going to search for 2 Fighting Energies. There's 1 and 2. Does he have the Rare Candy Garchomp, or will he retreat to the Garchomp or not? Going to put a Fighting Energy on Zygarde, put down a Carbink, and I'm pretty sure this is going to give us a game. There's a Corkscrew Smash for 140 damage, and what we can do now is put 3 energies on this Raikou and take the game. I'm like 99% sure. Right now we're doing 130, 150, 170, 190. And we top deck the VS Seeker as well. So even my opponent would have switched out, we still would have had the game. Lightning onto that guy. Lightning again onto that guy. I think we could Juniper and try to hit one more lightning energy, do maximum damage. So lightning onto that guy. So 1... what is this? So 7, 140, yeah, 190. I'm just going to retreat, and I'm going to knock out this Lucario. No, my opponent can seize the game, realize he's going to lose, and there we go. Man, we took down a Garchomp deck. They didn't play Focus Dashes. It did seem like a newer player, but still, we took down pretty much an auto loss, like all fighting, and we did it with Raikou Eels. And that's how good the deck is. Like, you can exchange 1-for-1 or 1-for-2 prices with non-EX and stuff like that and pretty much win the game. And there we go. Man, we're first taking a knockout on Lucario to win it. But there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Expanded Thursday. You can see why Raikou is such a strong deck. I think it is a really good deck. And like I said earlier, a lot of people have suggested it for Expanded Thursday. So there you go. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Alrighty. Bye.